Well, hello again. It's great to be back with you. Thanks for watching the first couple of videos. Hope you enjoyed them. We went through a couple of things around wisdom and about IQ and EQ, and it was all great, and everybody's getting a great grasp and understanding of it. And because of that, we've had a couple more questions which we feel it relevant to address. The first one is, so what is your process of engagement? How does WisdomFirst go about engaging a company or a sports team or a social team? What is your methodology? Well, here's what the process looks like.
Well, let's have a look at how we engage you as an organization or as a team. What does our process look like? First of all, we run a full diagnostic of your organization or team. Now, this diagnostic tool is tailor-made for the 4-7-12 program. From this diagnostic tool, we will be able to identify opportunities that exist within your organization. These opportunities will be discussed with you, and once we've agreed, we will tailor-make the program for you. Although 4-7-12's engine remains the same, every organization and every team is different. So we will tailor-make for your specific needs. Once we've agreed on the program, we will then have personal engagement with you and the teams where we run our 4-7-12 program at a face-to-face level. Once we've completed that, and of course the time may vary depending on the size of the organization, the complexity, and the type of program that we've agreed on, we will then embark on a coaching and mentoring phase. This again will be done with people that are identified, or it will be done with teams that are identified to do it with. Once we've completed the coaching and mentoring, we will repeat our diagnostic tool with you. The reason to do this is to evaluate whether we have reached our goals or not, and the impact of the 4-7-12 program inside your organization and what the outcome has been.
Okay, great. So that's the process at a high level. But we feel it relevant and pertinent to unpack the diagnostic tool a little bit. Because the diagnostic tool is tailor-made and developed specifically for the 4-7-12 program. But it is quite different when we approach an organization or we approach a team, a sports team or a social team. So we do things a little bit differently.
So our diagnostic tool is designed specifically to look at wisdom. This is done within a company context, or it is done within a team context, sports teams or social teams. Now, with the company diagnostic, we use electronic and personal interview techniques. The diagnostic tool is specifically created for wisdom, and it gives us deep insights into the level of collective and individual wisdom within the company and the company culture. With the team diagnostic, we look at management, the coaching, and the team profile, but we go deeper into the individual psychological profile. We do an assessment of the team and the individual wisdom levels. This we also do at a collective team culture.
We also feel that to extract the personal engagement section of it and talk a little bit about it, and the bespoke program would be quite relevant. So when we say the 4-7-12 engine remains the same, we're talking about the 4 pillars of wisdom, the 7 languages of wisdom, and the 12 tests of wisdom. They remain the same. However, how we engage you as an organization or team will be tailor-made specifically to your needs. and of course the outcome of the diagnostic tool and the opportunities that are identified. So some companies may have different opportunities to others, the same with sports teams. So we will take our engine, the 4712, and then we will tailor-make our approach and what we do inside your organization to have the maximal effect that it possibly can have and the outcome that you're looking for.
So we will create a bespoke program depending on your needs. But remember, the core engine of 4712 remains the same. That is, the 4 pillars of wisdom, the 7 languages of wisdom, and the 12 tests of wisdom. But the bespoke side depends on the size and complexity of your organization, whether it's a company or team approach, what our diagnostic tool told us, and what your desired outcome is. This together creates a bespoke program.
Great question that we've had from people is, so the aspect of wisdom and your program all looks fantastic. Your engagement is groovy. What does it do for the bottom line for us as an organization or a sports team? Well, we'll discuss in subsequent scenes that really much of success is determined by the bottom line, the real bottom line, the profit that you make in an organization, or the winning that you have, or the effectiveness you may have as a team. So what does WisdomFirst do for you? First of all, and let's be frank, it helps you acquire wisdom, which is different to IQ and EQ. Wisdom in an organization or a team already puts you head and shoulders above your competitors in the way that you think, in the way that you make decisions, in the way that you do your succession planning, in the way that you transfer wisdom and knowledge to people and generations coming up under you. It's doing the correct things at the correct times for the correct reasons with longevity. That's one of the things that they do. And obviously, having reasoning and thinking and this sort of ability in an organization or a team puts you in a much better position to make long-lasting profits or impact in the arena that you're in. Also, it gives you the ability to not just be good or great, but to leave a legacy. And all the successful teams or businesses have left a legacy. The second or third or fourth component, wherever you might place it, is your retention of people. People will identify with the culture of wisdom that you've created, and they will want to be part of what you're doing, what you're developing, how are you developing, how are you engaging your employees, your teammates, your members, your colleagues, your peers. It will create and foster a culture where your attrition levels are very, very low. And you know the cost of attrition inside an organization or a team. Somebody leaves after 2 or 3 years, the development money and effort you've put in with them gets lost, and they move it off to another space and they use it effectively there. New person comes in and you've got to do it all over again. This gives you longevity. It gives you a sense of identity. It gives the people a sense of being part of a space that is legendary, that will leave a legacy. The key component as well with wisdom, or WQ, is that people will make the right decisions for your organization, for your team, for the teammates, for the culture, for the broader society that they're working in, and for themselves. What more could you want? You've got a contribution to the bottom line, your dollars. You've got a contribution to your team winning. You've got a contribution to the people around you in terms of the development in terms of the thinking, and in terms of the maturity. What an awesome space to be in. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this one, and we hope that it's given some light around the process, how we engage, what our methodology is, and what WisdomFirst can do for you. Don't be left behind. Remember, you don't only compete in a technical space. You compete in a wisdom space. And wisdom puts you head and shoulders above all your competition. Join us for the next scene where we chat about knowledge and wisdom and a little bit of the journey of the EQ and RQ life cycle through life. Good to great to legacy, and the 8 deadly sins that will prohibit you from acquiring wisdom.